Imagine this. Your cat goes blind in just 3 days, or suddenly starts bleeding that simply won't stop. Inside her body, an elite army of defenders has gone rogue and launched an attack. Today, we are going to uncover a diagnosis that masks itself as old age, but is actually a ticking time bomb. Welcome, friends. Today, we are breaking down one of veterinary medicine's most complex mysteries, paraproteinemia. It sounds like a death sentence, but knowledge is your weapon. I promise you, by the end of this video, you will learn to see the invisible, and this information might just save your pet's life. Subscribe so you can understand the language of your pet's health. Let's start the investigation. We are used to thinking that immunity is always the good guys. We buy vitamins to boost the immune system, thinking that the more active the cells are, the better. This is a dangerous misconception. Let's look inside the body. The immune system is a coordinated army. We have gamma globulins. These are the elite scouts. They are produced by plasma cells, and their goal is to find viruses and bacteria. But paraproteinemia is a mutiny. Imagine that a single soldier, a clone of a plasma cell, goes insane. It breaks rank and starts frantically printing copies of itself. These copies are defective proteins called paraproteins, or M components. They don't protect. They simply fill up every available space like trash, making the blood thick and toxic. Stop thinking of the immune system as just a simple shield. Understand this. An excess of protective proteins can be far more dangerous than a deficiency. Often, an owner sees that their cat is sleeping more, playing less, and moving slower. The thought is always, well, she's 12 years old, it's normal, she's just slowing down. We write off symptoms to the passage of time, but the statistics are unforgiving. While this cellular rebellion often hits cats in their senior years, it is not natural aging. It is a pathology. Behind the production of these abnormal proteins, there are often tumors. It could be myeloma, a cancer that begins in the very heart of blood production, the bone marrow. What you mistake for tiredness is actually the body exhausting itself fighting cancer. Remember this rule. Old age is not a diagnosis. If an active pet becomes lethargic, that is a disease. Don't wait for it to pass on its own. Here's another common scenario. The cat starts drinking a lot and using the litter box constantly. What did 90% of owners think? It's kidney failure, or it's just hot outside. You start treating the kidneys, but the cat gets worse. The insidiousness of this disease lies in its variety. What do lameness, nosebleeds, and extreme thirst have in common? Nothing, at first glance. In reality, abnormal proteins clog the renal tubules, causing symptoms of kidney failure. The cat really does drink more water, trying to flush the body of these toxic proteins. If you see classic kidney symptoms but standard treatment isn't working, look for paraproteinemia. The kidney issue might just be the tip of the iceberg. We often think that blood problems are just anemia or pale gums. We rarely connect the state of the blood with the eyes or how a cat walks. But remember those defective proteins. When there are too many of them, the blood changes its physical properties. It becomes viscous, thick, like syrup. The heart struggles to push this sludge through small vessels. And where does it break first? In the thinnest capillaries of the eyes and brain. Hence, sudden blindness due to retinal hemorrhage. Hence, seizures, loss of coordination, a wobbly walk. This isn't a stroke in the classical sense, it's viscous blood failing to deliver oxygen to neurons. Any loss of coordination or change in vision is an emergency signal. Hearing the word paraproteinemia, people often try to treat the condition itself, thinking that is the disease. They just want to clean the blood. But it is crucial to understand, paraproteinemia is a smokescreen. It is a symptom, not the root of evil. Behind it, almost always, hides oncology, lymphoma, or myeloma. Or they get scared by high protein levels and start treating inflammation with antibiotics blindly. This is a mistake. Standard tests only give hints. Anemia, low white blood cells, high calcium. These are circumstantial evidence, but there is a key. The only test that definitively says yes or no is serum protein electrophoresis. Only this test can see that specific monoclonal spike, the footprint of the cloned army. Without it, the diagnosis is just a guess. If the biochemistry shows high total protein, demand electrophoresis. Do not leave without a referral for this specific test. And finally, the fear of the word chemotherapy often stops treatment before it starts. Owners are afraid to poison an old animal and look for folk remedies. But while the treatment here is complex, there is no alternative. You need to destroy the root cause, the tumor. The main weapon is chemotherapy, plus antibiotics if there are infections. There is no cookie-cutter recipe here. The protocol is tailored individually for each cat. Any deviation from the protocol is a risk. A step sideways threatens not only efficacy, but safety. Trust evidence-based medicine. If the doctor prescribes chemo, it is the only chance to extend your pet's quality of life. So let's put the puzzle together. Paraproteinemia is a mutiny of a single cell that leads to thick blood, blindness, and organ failure. It is a mask for cancer, most often myeloma. It is not old age. And it can be detected if you know where to look. At behavior, at bleeding, and most importantly, at the electrophoresis results. Your cat's health is in your hands, not in the birth date on the vet passport. Do not write off alarming symptoms as aging. Tell me in the comments, have you ever faced a situation where vets dismissed your pet's symptoms as simply old age? Your story might help others be more persistent. In the next video, we will break down how to read a blood biochemistry analysis yourself so you don't miss warning signs. Take care of your furry friends. See you soon.